take a trip in the Views of the News Wayback Machine. Let's go now to October 14th, 2015. If you haven't heard yet, Playboy is moving away from the nude photos in the centerfold that has defined it, going all the way back to its 1953 debut. Why? Well, it's because its CEO says the internet has kind of made it seem antiquated.
It's not provocative to see nudity, and in fact, it can actually limit our audience.
So maybe Playboy is about the articles then?
It has always been about the articles.
Right. It's always been about the articles.
The quote I love from the company's CEO, Scott Flanders, is, "You're now one click away from every sex act imaginable for free, so it's just passé at this juncture."
So that last voice that you heard there was our colleague Ruben Stern, who was filling in for Mike that week. Passé at this juncture. That's great, because on Monday, Playboy's chief creative officer, Cooper Hefner, announced that the nude photos are on their way back. That the way that the magazine had portrayed nudity was dated, but that removing it entirely was a mistake. So the articles aren't enough after all?
No, they aren't enough because this is traditionally what Playboy is about. And when they moved away from it, they moved away from that tradition to the point where you had readers that were going like, whoa, wait a minute. I like the articles, but I also like the photos. Bring back the photos. And I think that they heard them and they brought them back.
You know, I'm kind of glad I wasn't in on that original conversation, and I'm kind of sorry I'm in on this one. But, you know, the nudes are back because the audience wants them back, and maybe there is enough of a demand beyond the internet for softcore porn and the covers of a magazine. I mean, apparently, if I read correctly, maybe there will be fewer full frontal nudity shots than there used to be, and more tasteful nudity, but they're still talking about what they've got a hashtag, naked is normal is the hashtag for the publication. They're trying to have it a lot of different ways. They're trying to still appeal to a primarily male audience that wants to see naked women. They're also stripping away the tagline that's been on their magazine forever, which is entertainment for men, because that still sounds pretty darn sexist. So they're getting rid of that, though they're not getting rid of the naked women. And at the same time, Hefner's son,
who is 25
years old,
to his father's 90.
He's also trying to position this as also being about freedom of expression and civil liberties in a Trump era, and how this naked is normal is just standing up for our right to express ourselves.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, okay, how's that going to play out? I mean, and to go back to where's the articles? Where are the articles that they're talking about? Where's the stories? I mean, one of the things that Playboy has been missing for a long time is the type of literary journalism that Hugh Hefner and others brought to that.
That was one of the things that we talked about a year and a half ago, because I went back and watched the whole segment. And Ernest, you were saying at the time that they were really going to have to step it up even further to increase the Playboy brand without the nudes to be able to compete with the Vanity Fairs and the GQs and some of the other. Exactly.
Hasn't happened.
Didn't do it.
Hasn't happened. And that, to me, that is still a problem. You can bring those photos back, and you're going to bring back those who liked those photos, but you're not going to bring back those readers.
Do you bring back the ones who like, or have they moved on? In a year and a half, have they found another source?
We'll find out. We're going to find out, because as soon as they bring those photos back, we'll see whether those people come back. Maybe they don't.
And they're bringing back the important interview, which used to be always with men.
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson in this episode, in this month's issue, just in case you were wondering who they were going to be interviewing, somebody who probably would have fit in the pages of the old Hef's magazine in a different way 20 years ago.